It's chilly out there, but we don't really see the white stuff yet. And we're all waiting, bated breath, or maybe not really. But so what can we anticipate? Because it's a storm that's a little bit challenging to really predict.
It is, and really the most challenging part is figuring out where we're going to see that sharp cutoff in snowfall totals. There's going to be a line that shapes up where you can see a big drop off from 2 to 3 inches all the way down to just a coating and barely even anything. But we are pretty confident in the fact that we'll see the highest, heaviest snowfall totals north and west across New Jersey, also the Hudson Valley. This is where we have a winter storm watch for 3 to 6 inches of snow, closer to 287, but spots farther out to the north could see closer to 6 to 12 inches. That's not the case right now. We have bright sunshine, so enjoy it while it lasts. We have clear skies, 34 degrees in Central Park. Temperatures still very cold, down into the 30s, especially compared to this time yesterday. It's 34 in Poughkeepsie, also 35 in Bridgeport. We have a wind chill because of northwest winds. It feels like 28 in Bridgeport, also Newburgh 23. This is the latest look at wind speeds out of the northwest, ranging from 10 to 20 miles per hour. It stays breezy for the remainder of this afternoon, making it feel even cooler. We don't have much in the way of precipitation on radar nearby, except for some snow upstate. A lot of that is fizzling out before it hits the tri-state. High pressure out to the south, keeping us dry. That all changes tomorrow. This is our weekend winter storm. Right now, bringing snow from Wichita all the way down towards Little Rock. They're right on that border. Heavier rain off to the south throughout Louisiana. That all slides off to the northeast, bringing us a mixture of rain, sleet, and snow tomorrow. But first, Futurecast throughout this evening, just quiet. Tomorrow morning, we wake up to cloud cover, but at least we wake up dry. We stay dry by noon on Saturday, but late Saturday afternoon, that's when we'll start to have this first wave of snow, sleet, and rainfall. Now, on the onset of this, we'll see this coming down as mainly snow and sleet across the city, also for points out to the north and to the west, closer to the coast, more so rainfall. Later in the evening, when the brunt of this storm hits with that easterly flow, bringing in some of that milder air off the ocean, this precipitation is going to change back from rain to snow across the city, but still staying snow north and west. As this wraps up, some of that colder air drags farther to the south. We'll see some additional snow adding to some of those totals. And late Sunday afternoon, that's when we all start to dry out. Here's the latest look at totals. No major changes since yesterday. A trace to 1 inch possible for Ocean and Monmouth towards the southern half of Long Island. Also, the boroughs right on that border between a trace to 1 inch to 1 to 3 inches. 3 to 6 stretching from Clinton, also Bergen County towards Westchester, Fairfield, and north of the Hudson Valley throughout northwest New Jersey. 6 to 12 inches of snow. We have a lot of real estate to cover for this forecast. And Danny, you have a look at what we can expect basically county by county.
Yeah, we're trying to zoom in a little bit and give you the details here. So we just saw that overall snowfall total map that we expect. So we'll start here in the lower Hudson Valley. I also want to include parts of Fairfield County here, where Brittany just mentioned those expected snowfall totals. North of I-84, 6 to 12 inches of snow. That is an impactful winter storm. The winter storm watch from Saturday evening to Sunday morning, and the worst travel does look to be Saturday night. But also want to mention that it's not just heavy snow. We're also dealing with some gusty wind, which can lead to difficult and dangerous travel. Another reason for that winter storm watch. So please just, I would keep it indoors on Saturday night if you can. By Sunday morning, things are starting to look a little bit better. Now we'll take you to North Jersey, where that winter storm watch includes Sussex, Warren, Morris, Passaic, and Bergen counties. Again, the most difficult travel will be Saturday evening. And north of I-80, we could see 6 inches of snow possible. Of course, closer to New York City and south of the 95 corridor. It's mainly rain. Now we'll take you to the 5 boroughs, and this is really where that rain-snow line makes a big difference, right? For upper Manhattan and parts of the Bronx, we could accumulate a slushy inch or two of snow. Rest of Manhattan, it does look like that turnover from snow to rain happens soon enough that even if we do accumulate an inch or so, it might melt as that rain wraps around, but the potential for a little bit of snow is there. For our southern boroughs, that's where we're seeing more of a slushy mix. Travel's still going to be a little slick, so keep that in mind. For the south shore of Long Island, mainly rain. For the north shore of Long Island, that's where we could see a slushy mix up to about an inch, but also want to mention those gusts to 40 miles per hour and some minor coastal flooding. The threat for some minor coastal flooding continues down the Jersey Shore as as well, where we see mainly a rain event. And Brittany, I just mentioned the wind. Gusts 35 to 40 miles per hour. That can make a few issues as well. So that's another factor to this forecast.
That's right. One thing we can't forget about. So really not enough to cause wind damage, but enough to cause some isolated power outages, especially when you combine some of those heavier pockets of snow. We have a stronger storm coming in on Tuesday, but a break on Monday. 39 today, 30 tonight, 39 again tomorrow, but an AccuWeather alert for that evening rain, sleet, and snow, and an AccuWeather alert through Sunday, a breather on Monday, and then Tuesday. Heavier soaking rainfall. That Tuesday round of rain could bring us a higher threat for flooding.
Hate to hear that. All right, we'll see what happens this weekend. I find it so interesting the wind could drive the warmer water temperatures over to create less snow here. It's so fascinating how it's all setting up.
Everything connected.
Battle zone shaping up, basically.
Ooh, we're ready. We're ready for that. Thanks to you and Danny. And as we continue to track this winter storm, we're going to take you to Westchester, where folks there are preparing for what's ahead. Our team coverage continues just ahead at 12:30.
Plus, we're going to tell you about this surprise announcement from a state assemblywoman that could affect the balance of power in Albany.